Sorry. Good morning. Facebook is already live. Oh, and you can see that I'm using some lights here. Let me just quickly go also live on LinkedIn. Great, let me see that this is working. Yay! Okay. Our office complained already this morning. It said although we have fiber, unkept, unlimited, but the internet is up and down there at the moment. So I'm back at my house. You can't really see that on Facebook, but on LinkedIn they can have a little bit of a sneak peek into my living room. Good morning. Yes, if you can hear and see me on Facebook, just write some comments or give me a thumbs up. On LinkedIn, please also, if you have any questions in between, just feel free to write in the comments, and I will definitely answer them. Okay, our weekend here was a little bit crazy. I don't know how the weather was on your side. It was raining the whole weekend. I was training like a crazy person. I think Saturday I did 1.5 hours. So I need, I don't know, 3 weeks until my black belt grading. So I'm a little bit nervous. So I did Saturday 1.5 hours. Yesterday 2 hours. I was dead afterwards. Did this morning again an hour. So yes, that I'm sure it all will be good. So I just need to do my part, whatever I can do to make sure that I make a good impression. Okay, so in Kele is there, Fundis, oh God, Fundiswa to Melo. Good morning, everybody. Great to see you there. Wow, we have already live over 20 people on Facebook. That is great. Okay, so what do we do today? I just wanted to talk about, because I think that's something what lots of people are not aware of. Do you really need funding to start your business? Okay, and it always depends on how you specifically what you want to offer. Okay, and then how big you want or even need to start. Okay, keep in mind there are some setups, I think, like chicken farms, and if you want to manufacture toilet paper roll, you need to have a certain amount of sales per month and a capacity to be able to make this really profitable. So that is one of the challenges. So I always recommend is have a look, sit down, determine what do you really need. Yeah, if you want to apply for a loan, you will need to pay it back including interest rate. And although the interest rate here in South Africa went really down, Yolanda, James, good morning, Bonginkosi, good morning, Muketsi, sorry. Yes, Muketsi, good morning. My eyes are better than expected. That's great. Okay, so the interest rate here in South Africa dropped dramatically over the last couple of months. That is true. It's still, we calculate here at the moment at 9%. So it still has a certain level of where I personally always think, okay, you need to think twice. What do you really need? How much money do you really need to apply? What will be really the investment? What gives you a return on investment? What will really create money afterwards? Okay. And what are things where you think, nice to have, but not really necessary. Yeah. So that's definitely something what I highly recommend. Sit down, think about how big is your investment, what do you really need, for what do you need the money, does it make sense, financial sense I'm talking, okay, not that it looks only pretty, just to get that straight. and then say, okay, this is the amount I really need. And then usually you also need to have some working capital for, let's say, 2-3 months is realistic, okay? But then you should be really able to make sure that your business is thriving. Don't think you have, if you want to borrow money, you don't have a year to make things happen, yeah? You have not even 4 weeks. You open your business, you need to be able to earn immediately money to be able to then repay the loan and also pay for all your monthly expenses. And the beauty is, if you want to start a business, you can think about what you really want to do, what makes financial sense. And if people come to me, I always highly recommend, think about the lowest hanging fruits. Yeah. If you have an absolutely great business idea and it takes a couple of months, that's okay. Even if you start somewhere else and then grow your business, diversify later on, then that is in order. Yeah. Okay, so I saw that there are some questions. Let me just go back here. I would like to know, can I get funding as I'm based in Mozambique? You should be able to get funding also in Mozambique. Okay, that I just know that Mozambique itself is a little bit more challenging. Keep in mind, maybe just for whoever doesn't know me, okay, I always forget that. So my name is Dagmar Breiling. I'm the CEO of Funding Connection. We are a private consulting firm and we assist companies accessing loans and grants. And we do that by drafting business plans, by advising people how to go about growing and starting their business, and also with the support to apply for funding. I know Mozambique is not easy to raise funding for, okay, but I'm sure that there are possibilities out there. Okay, Prince Libohang. Okay, good morning, ma'am. I need funding, but first I'm from the rural areas of Limpopo. Hey, and you have network today. Yeah, great. So definitely better than our offices here in the middle of Hillcrest, because they don't have. Okay, that's not a problem. I know that in rural areas you have some other challenges there. I'm absolutely aware of that. If you like to discuss this a little bit further with us in more detail, on Facebook, use Messenger. Brent is on the other side there and will be able to guide you. He will ask you a couple of questions and then say, okay, this is what you can do, this is what you can do. And like I always said, we of course also want to offer our services, okay? But my approach is, when you come to us, I want you to get the next step. And if it means you can go to CEDA, if it means you can go to NYDA, they are able to assist you. Sometimes I even send people to their commercial bank and say, you know what, that's the easiest and quickest way. Try that. If you can't get it right, then you can come back. Yeah? Because for me, it is more about helping people. What is the easiest, the quickest, maybe even the cheapest way, okay, to get to where they want to go. So if you contact us, that's definitely something where we are able to assist. To Melo, I want to start an online retail store selling grocery. Is it a profitable business? It depends on, so what I definitely know for sure, that Checkers is really, really successful. You know that they do the 60-minute delivery. They have smaller amount of products. If you want to order online, I think they charge only 30 or 40 Rand for one delivery, and plus their normal prices, okay? For me, my problem would be with an online retail shop is that you need to have a storeroom somewhere. And you only deliver, because if you start, you only deliver from there at the end of the day. Maybe it would be more suitable for you that you say, okay, so I don't know what more details you have in mind. Let me tell you, groceries, the profit margin are really, really small. Yeah. So, and for checkers, this of course makes sense because the 30 or 40 rand goes to the driver, and then they have their normal sales, and because of COVID, everybody was worried about going to the shops. So they needed to come up with an idea, how can we sell our products and serve our clients and customers. Yeah, that's what was their idea. I would have my concerns, but I think what you definitely need to do is you need to get a little bit more clarity about what do you really want, your own storeroom, use an existing supermarket. I personally would just go to another supermarket and say, okay, let's work together. Yeah, something like that. Okay. So I want to start an online, okay, Tumelo we've got. What are the prospects of getting funding purely on the basis of an excellent business plan which clearly demonstrates the potential of the business without any personal assets as leverage? Liberty. Okay. So, excellent business plan is great. Okay, definitely one point. What you need to have is offtake agreements. Yeah. So if this is a business to business venture, you need to have offtake agreements from your clients confirming that they will buy from you on a monthly basis. Yeah. And according, of course, if your sales projection says we will sell, I don't know, for 300,000 rand a month, then your offtake agreements need to be 300,000 rand a month. What I always try to explain is if you have some own collateral, if you have some own assets, your chances are increasing. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you have no chance to raise the funding. The business plan is already good. Your offtake agreements are usually the strong point. And if they are good with corporates, with big companies, where the financier knows they have a need for this product, they would buy from you on a monthly basis. Maybe you even find some supplier development programs from corporates or something like this, then you definitely have a fair chance. Yeah. Okay. How are the chances for us to get funding? Amongst others, is to take over some of Rainbow Chicken plants that are not in use. Okay, so if you want to do that, that would be your buying assets. Okay, that is in order. You will need to have strong offtake agreements. Yeah, that same thing what I mentioned before. You need to find people, they will buy from you on a monthly basis. I'm not too sure, maybe even agreement with the abattoir, because you need to have the full supply chain covered. Yeah. And yes, asset finance should be possible. Of course, strong business plan again, proper financial forecast again, and offtake agreements are key. Oh God, sorry. Let me see what I can see there. Oh, and my glasses are totally dirty. I'm looking for startup pig farming and poultry farming based in Cape Town. Yes, Saki, no problem. Contact us, Brent, via Facebook Messenger. Brent will definitely be able to guide you. Okay, can you please assist us with a business plan to source funding to start a piggery? We have this land already, but need a business plan to move forward, please. Yeah, no, not a problem. Ask Brent, Chanele, okay. And then we just need to know how much funding you need to raise, okay. And then we will be able to give you a competitive quote for that. You're based in Bloemfontein, absolutely no problem. We assist companies all over South Africa. We even have companies approaching us from abroad, because with the exchange rate, of course, our business plans here are in comparison to over there. How do I say that? Definitely worth their price. We do international accepted business plans in the first place in any case, okay? So it doesn't matter. We use email, we use video calls, we use telephone calls to get clarity about what you really want to do. And I've set up quite structured systems just to make sure that we are not missing anything. That definitely will help you. Nitis, I have a farm in Limpopo. I want to get funding. I've been running since 2016. Not a problem. Natisi, just Nitis, sorry. Please just use Facebook Messenger, ask Brent and say, this is what I don't know how much funding you need. Tell him you need funding. Tell him you want funding for to grow your farm. He will then be able to guide you. Yeah? Nkusi, good morning. I have a business idea I have been working on. Okay, let me see. I need my glasses. I've been able to take it off the ground for years now. One of the reasons is because it's a very financial tense industry, logistics. Maybe then it's not the right industry for you. Okay. You always need to think about the lowest hanging fruit. Think about what is the easiest for you. Yeah, and you are absolutely right. Buying a truck, I think a truck is 1.8 up to 2 million rand only for the asset. And you need some working capital. I have seen lots of these contracts. Most of them are not even profitable. Okay. So everybody thinks, oh yes, that's a good industry to be in. I know at the moment, I think petrol and diesel went down again. But as soon as it goes up, it eats all your margin. Yeah. So what you need to think about is maybe you find a niche, what you can do. Yeah. Then again, make sure it needs to be profitable. Otherwise, it's not the right way. If you say that is what I really want to do, I know exactly how to do that. You need to get a contract. Okay, please, no subcontracts. Subcontracts are usually not financed. And then you should be able to raise funding if this is profitable. Yeah. Okay, next. Wow, we have lots of questions today. Andile. Yes, I do need funding. Andile, please do me a favor, because later on I will lose your telephone number, and be careful here online with sharing all your email addresses, telephone numbers, because there are people out there, they just use and abuse them. Andile, just use Messenger, talk to Brent, he will be able to guide you. Okay, oh God. I want to lease a land or farm, Zaki, no problem. That's definitely, you just need to know exactly which farm you want to lease, what you want to grow there, and then we are able to help you. We need funding. We do landscaping and design in Lusaka, Zambia. Okay. Right, that is great. I think you need to just to be a little bit more clear. Keep also in mind that we are here in South Africa, but I know also Zambia has some funds available. I'm more than happy to have a look for you where you would qualify for. Again, contact Brent. He will send you some questions so that we get clarity, and I then will have a look for you and have a look what Zambia offers, and tell you then what to do. Yeah, Pauline, I'm in catering and decor. What are my chances to get funding from Cape Town? I love these questions. Okay, Let me tell you why I'm laughing. You know what? I will ask somebody and say okay, I want a car or I want a vehicle because I want to go from A to B. Okay, and now can you help me? And everybody, what do you want? Do you want a Bucky? You want a Porsche? My husband, you would make really, really happy with the Harley Davidson. He wouldn't be so happy if you offer him a Bucky. Okay, so usually, let me tell you, if your business idea is profitable, you have a high chance to raise funding. Yeah, the profitability is the key question. And how can you show profitability is with offtake agreements. Yeah, so that somebody commits to you and say, as soon as you're ready, we will buy from you 1,000 units for 3,000 Rand a unit or something like this. And then everything else is soft sailing, is maybe too easy and simplified, but your chances are then really, really high. Do you need a proper business plan? Do you need a proper financial forecast? Do you need to have all the other documentations the financiers want to see from you? Yes, of course. You know, you ask them for a couple of million, they want to be sure that you will be successful. Yeah. Okay, so the challenge with catering and decor is usually that your loan amounts are quite small. What I would do is I would go to CEDA or NYDA and see if they can't help you. Sawdust recycling plant, not a problem. Same thing. Contact Brent. He will be able to guide you step by step. Lebohang needs funding to start investing in property. Okay, depends on commercial property or what is this other? Oh God, commercial property or residential property. What do you have in place? How will you be able to repay the loan? Will this be profitable? Same questions. Okay. Bonginkosi, how to research about the product which are in high demand in the country. Do you assist on what is in high demand just to assist one before registering a business? Because supply and demand is key. Bonginkosi, you're absolutely correct. Okay, demand is definitely key. If you don't have a market, there is no business. Yeah. And what I still highly recommend is you need to think about, and that's one of the most challenging questions, you need to think about what are you really experienced in. Yeah, because whatever we really know well is usually something what comes easy to us, and we don't understand that our knowledge is that we are above the knowledge of everybody else and that we are able to assist somebody else. Yeah. Even if now, let's say we come up and it is farming, you know, so then if you are not a farmer, if you have no experience in livestock, if you have no experience in crops, you will fail. You know, everybody says yes, but then you can hire somebody else who has the experience. But how do you know if you hire somebody else if this person is the right person? Because you are 100% reliant on the information. They say now you need to spray some fungicides. You know what I mean? Spray something against the horrors and nunus, and you just say yes, and maybe it was the wrong decision. You know, so. That is why you need to rely on other people. Yes, I know that. I do that too, okay? But if you have no clue in one industry, I personally wouldn't go into it, yeah? Chicken farm is also something, lots of people think it's easy peasy. You know what, it's easy peasy if you have a few of them, but as soon as you have 20,000 and there is a disease and it kills all your chicks or all your chicken, That's an expensive experience you are making, and you don't want this. And an experienced farmer sees that immediately. There's something not okay with my chickens. I know that for sure. Let me double check. Okay. Or with my tomatoes or whatever. And it's in any industry the same. Think first about what do you really know well, and then have a look if there is demand. And even if we figure out Ginkosi, even if we figure out there's a high demand, you still need to find the right people who give you the offtake agreements. Yeah. In South Africa, let's be honest, one thing here in South Africa, you have lots of possibilities to, let me just, thanks very much. When my husband starts talking, everybody hears him. Okay, so if you, what did I want to say? Even if you know there's a high demand, you need to find the right people they want to buy from you. Yeah. And that is the trick. So maybe Bonginkosi, what you should do is you need to think, who do I know? And then what do they really need? Yeah? That is the best way forward. Paulina. Wait, Pauline. Also need assistance to draw a business plan. Can you help, please? Pauline, that's absolutely no problem. We are, of course, able to assist. That's one of our services. Contact Brand. Send him a Facebook message. And he will then guide you, figure out which package is really the best one for you, and then we are able to assist. If it wasn't for my husband's mistakes of... Okay, so there's something else. We are serious in business here. That messenger of... yeah, okay, so yes, we will definitely delete that. No worries, Bonginkosi. I know we sometimes have these people, they think they can hijack everything. No worries. Anastasia, okay, good morning. So let me see, we are, you know what, half an hour is gone already. Wow, time flies here. Okay, so please let me just summarize. Okay, so you don't always need funding. Okay, you can find business, you can start with the no or low funding, or just invest a little bit of your own cash what you have, and then grow and earn money. What it forces you to do is that if you use some of your cash you are having available, it forces you to make sure that you earn quickly money. Yeah. And because that's something what lots of people think is they get now a couple of million and now they have a little bit, they can relax and they have a little bit of time before they make things happen. And that's not true. Yeah, you need to make sure that you quickly earn money. That's why you need to have a strong business plan. That's why you need to have spoken already to clients up front. Yeah. Okay. Do you... Zipokazi. Do you assist if a person wants to patent an idea? Okay, Zipokazi, let's be honest, with patent an idea, yes, you can definitely do that. You can do that even, it depends on what sort of patent you need. It costs you, I don't know, 10, 20, 30,000 rand, depending on how complex it is, only to patent it here in South Africa. The question is, of course, if it makes sense, yeah? And I was in a panel was it 2 weeks ago on a Saturday, and where inventors were able to present their idea, and there was a patent attorney and I was from the funding aspects there. And what the patent attorney clearly said, most of the patents are never ever really commercialized. Yeah. So the challenge is more really to find, we can all have absolutely crazy good ideas, but if nobody is willing to pay for it, your idea is nothing worth. Yeah. So before I would even go out to patent my idea, I would just have a look and say, okay, is there any market for this? You can cover this with non-disclosure agreements in the beginning. And then, yes, and make sure you have some proof that you sent them, that you have them. Email is a lovely way to prove that. Yeah. Shadrach, good morning. Are there funding agents to assist with paying for the business plan? What you can do is, Hipokazi, you can definitely ask SIFA. They have some budget, no, sorry, SEDA, Small Enterprise Development Agency. They have some budgets to draft business plans. In KZN, we are definitely registered with them, and have done some business plans also for clients for SEDA. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for today. I hope it really helped you again, and we will then talk next week. Gugu has another question. Do you fund coal mining projects, and how long does it take to get the funds? We have feasibility study and a few offtake agreements. Okay, so Google, again, I try to explain that we are a private consulting firm. We do not fund anybody, yeah? But what we do is we definitely assist companies accessing funds. If you have a business plan and a feasibility study, please feel free to email it to us. Like I said before, contact Brent via Facebook Messenger. He will then, Caitlin will do a free assessment of everything. And then we can, I don't know how much funding you need, and then we are able then to assist you depending on your venture. Okay, mining itself is definitely fundable. There are a couple of things they are excluded, so that's why I just need to see more details. Morris, farming projects is usually the easiest way is land bank. We all know they have a little bit of a challenge. But it's just a couple of weeks until they are up and running again. They are also waiting so that everything is cleared on their side. And as soon as I know that they take on applications again, I definitely will let you know. Okay, yes, that's it. Take good care. I will just say bye-bye here to interested in contacted. Okay, so if you want anything, then just yes, also on LinkedIn, if you want to contact me via LinkedIn, via the messenger system, and I'm checking this once a week, once a day. I'm checking this once a day, sometimes even twice a day, and then I will definitely come back to you. Yeah, okay. LinkedIn, take care, bye bye. I wish you an absolutely successful new week. Okay, that's done. And here also Facebook, all the best. I wish you an absolutely successful new year, new week. What's wrong with me today? Maybe I should just go back to bed. I'm a little bit confused here. I wish you an absolutely successful new week, and we will definitely talk next week Monday again. Okay, and like I said, if you have any questions, just use Facebook Messenger, and we definitely will come back to you. Take good care. Bye bye.